Hey there, and welcome to this week's discussion. I usually come on here about this time of the week and give you guys what I would call a mini lecture over some topics on that particular module or the chapters that are being covered. This week we're covering the courts and judicial behavior and how judges are selected and topics of that sort. And I thought I would just kind of mix things up a little bit. Instead of giving you a lecture on what good judging looks like, or conversely, what bad judging looks like, I want to share with you several videos. I'm not going to necessarily share them now and share my screen, but I'm going to link them either in this announcement or just above or below this announcement. About a half a dozen videos of just really egregious judicial misconduct, because this chapter talks about what good judging looks like, and we can kind of tell what good judging doesn't look like either, at least what bad judging, impartial, a lack of impartiality, a lack of good temperament, and a lack of being free from criminal activity and above reproach. Those are all requirements of judges. And some of the things we see in these videos are like I said, just ridiculously outlandish. And obviously that's why they make the news. They're not the norm. But we see one video talking about a judge being arrested in the midst of a death investigation, a potential homicide. We see several videos of judges acting out of pocket. They're either losing their temper on the stand or being completely inappropriate on the stand. We have a couple videos of judicial misconduct off of the stand, away from the courtroom, because judges are expected to be held above reproach outside of the judicial courtroom as well. So we see a couple videos where they're getting into disputes in public, or even domestic disputes, using inappropriate language, racially charged language. We see a judge losing her temper and committing perjury. We see another judge that was not allowing certain pieces of evidence, allegedly, not allowing certain pieces of evidence because it conflicted with the case of one of her donors. Because, as a reminder, some judges, depending on the jurisdiction, some judges are elected. So there are actual elections. And when there's elections, there are donors. Where there's money, there's apt to be some corruption, and we see that in at least one of these videos. And then one that really sticks out, the I think it'll probably be the last one that's on the list. A judge, we've all heard the term the judge throwing the book at you. In this case, the judge literally threw a book in the courtroom because he was so frustrated, apparently losing his temper at some potential juror, and literally throwing a pocket-sized Constitution book. So just a real good variety of judicial misconduct examples, either on video or news stories discussing them. So, with that, I will wrap this up. I will upload those videos, give you an opportunity to view those. And if you have any questions, by all means, please reach out to me.